So in an environment where we have a workforce shortage, where the technology world, enterprise technology world is trying to help people work better, quicker, faster, smarter, the consumer technology world is trying to help people get control and have confidence in their health and belief in themselves, we have to recalculate how much workforce we really need. Do computers help us double our productivity, increase our productivity by 25%? These are just examples of what a physician could do, what a therapist could do. This is just one example. And when you put in a capitation rate or a fixed rate of funds, you get greater flexibility on what you can spend on technology and people. And our goal is to find out which technologies can enhance the consumer's life and which technologies can enhance the workforce life so they can deliver the best possible care. So here's what I think the future world would look like. We are going to be in an asynchronous world. And what do I mean by that? 99.9% of a person's life is spent outside of the clinical setting. 99.9. 6 hours with a clinician over the course of 365 days, that's nothing. And they're spending 51% of their life trying to address their health behaviors. That's where the consumer technology is at play. So organizations are going to be providers of analytic intelligence. Providers are going to be making decisions on that intelligence. Peer networks are going to become the technology navigators of the future. And the reimbursement systems that are focused on face-to-face visits will need to go away because most of the care and most of the outcomes will be delivered outside of face-to-face visits. That's why these bulk capitation models are going to be the dominant way because that's the only way to be creative. It's the only way to be creative. And then finally, the patient will finally be in the driver's seat. The patient will know their genetic blueprint. The patient will know their epigenetics. The patient will know all their risk factors, and the patient will know their data. And they will know what works and what doesn't. Because we will have such a huge cloud of data that the mathematicians and the engineers will develop new analytics to teach us how to use this. And this is going to happen in the next 5 years. There is too much investment and too much motion and too much data being collected, whether it's in the cloud or elsewhere. And it has to be analyzed. And we have to become ready. We have to teach our workforce how to think about technology, how to work with technology, and how to use technology. So I think that's where we're at. It's an exciting future for me, for somebody that's, God, I remember in 2000 when I wrote my first book, I'll never write one again. 2010, I wrote it. And I said, I'll never do this again. Then I said, you know what, things are changing. So I got my third one, and now I'm going, boy, things are really going to change. So we are in a changing world. I think it's a great time. I think it's a fantastic time for us to really think about using technology. So, and I think for us to be involved in integrated care is one of the smartest things we can do because we will learn so much about moving the needle. And without us being involved in primary care, I don't think we can move the needle fast enough.